EVO.
Hey everybody, welcome to Finding Me with Josh Wolf. This is me, hat off ski. Trying this one today. I am happy to be here with you guys. This is a podcast or a journal entry or whatever that I do. Look at the size of that forehead. Holy shit balls. Holy moly. Maybe I'll take my glasses off. It won't bother me as much. That I'm doing every day to try to hold myself accountable and become the most authentic version of me. Right now, as I'm going down to do my Monday night show at Kimmel's tonight, and so I record these the day before, and I wrote a bunch of jokes last week that were funny, and they are funny. They're working. You know what's crazy? I think, and I don't know if it's permanent, but I think I might be feeling, because I like my jokes for about a week. And I don't know if it's, I'm just not fulfilled with what I'm talking about on stage, but I just am not. I'm not. I don't know how to put it. And maybe this is what people feel like when they start to get towards the end of stand-up, or maybe I've been doing it for a long time and I need to sit it out for 2 or 3 years or a year or 6 months. I don't know. But the wild fluctuations and how I feel, I always like standing on stage. That's fun. I love making people laugh. That's amazing. I was in New Orleans this weekend, and people come up to me so authentically, and when they thank me, and you help me through hard times, and that is so fulfilling to me. It makes me feel so humble, and just like I do want to, it fills up that service part of me. But I don't know. I've never fluctuated so wildly on stand up. It's always just been the one thing, well, at least I can go write some jokes, or I just, and I'm, stories would spill out of me. Just, I could write one in a weekend and just record it and put it up online, is what I would do. And I'm just, it is my love for the craft is so volatile right now. It's crazy. Like last night, amazing. That place was jammed. Energy was fucking amazing. And the show was good. It was good. I don't really have bad shows anymore. It was good. But I don't know what's going on. I wish I did. I wish I could put my finger on it, I'm not even really, and I have this song that I wrote that I think is so different than anything I've ever done, and so cool, and I'm just not motivated to finish it. I'm very motivated to figure out who I am. And usually I would do that. Ooh, I gave myself a haircut, by the way. I'll get to that in a second. And usually I would do that on stage, it's like therapy. But since I'm using this, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's time for me to check in for my Southwest flight. Did you guys hear that? That was crazy. Um, I really, I don't know. I'm really, it's so crazy to feel better about myself than I ever have. But as keeps going up, the stand up part, what I've always relied on, I don't know if I should say for happiness, but what always has been that thing for me, that is going down, which is not a great feeling because I do being really good at stand up is something I'm really proud of. I don't know. Maybe I'm just need to look at it differently. Maybe I just need to approach it differently. Maybe I just need to throw out everything that I do and figure out a new way to do it. Woo. Now let me get to this haircut real quick. So I think what I'm going to do, since it's so my forehead is so large, I think I'm going to cut my hair short. Not that it looks like that, but like if I pull it back like this, it makes my forehead look even bigger. Anyways, um, yeah, it's such a crossroads. It's such a crossroads. And I think part of it is, Beth is working now and there isn't as much pressure on me. And maybe that's part of it too, where I'm like, I feel like I can breathe a little bit and maybe that breath is just like showing me some things that I hadn't seen before because I hadn't let myself look. I don't know. I don't know. I'm really it makes me kind of emotional to tell you the truth. I'm not going to cry on this podcast, but it makes me kind of emotional because I'm not ready for it to be over, but I'm ready for it to be different. I don't know. 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 Like and I'm on stage enough to try a bunch of shit. But I also feel a responsibility to the people and I know this is not the way to do it. It really isn't. But I do feel a responsibility to the people who bought the tickets to be like, okay, to not do an hour of like, I'm just trying to find some shit. I don't want them walking out of there and being like, what am I just got a babysitter for that shit. So maybe I'll try some. Maybe I'll try something tonight. Maybe I'll try something tonight. I don't know what it is, but I'll try it. I don't. Here's the thing. Here's what's crazy. Normally, I would be like, I'm gonna try that. I don't even know what I want to try. That's the bananas part. If I had a direction, I would take it, but I don't even know what that is. Huh. I know I was going to talk. I was planning to talk to you today about getting close to quitting weed too. What a crazy combination of two things. And I'm weed and comedy, although I'm not done with comedy. I'm way more done with weed than I am with comedy. But what a crazy two things to be at a crossroads. By the way, I'm so curious with these headphones on and this, if you can hear when I fart, because I do fart during the podcast. But if you just heard that one, let me know. And then I probably still will, but Crazy combination. Those two things, which have been so entrenched in my life for so long. I kind of feel like I need like, Beth and I had talked about taking like this 3-week hike. There's a hike in Europe that it's 100 miles. You go like 20 miles a day and you get to like an inn or a pub and you drop your stuff is waiting for you. And then a Sherpa service brings it to the next. Maybe I need something like that. No phone. And just, I don't know. That's why this is finding me, I guess. Because I really do. I don't want to limp to the finish line here. I don't. I want to cross the finish line the fullest version of me that there is. But I don't want that to be when I'm fucking 80. Definitely emotional about this. I don't know why it makes me so emotional either. Anyways, all right. I got to get ready for the show. It's fucking. One thing about living in the desert, when storms come in, they come in fast. This rainstorm, I was out walking in Indiana. Indiana, by the way, my dog does not like when wind hits his booty hole. So when it's in his face, he's kind of smiling and he's like, yeah, because he's out the window. But when we turn around to come home and that wind is hitting his booty hole, he is in sprint mode. He probably doesn't, he's just like, all it feels like to him is on his asshole. And, probably tickles a little. So he sprints and he runs in circles and shit. He don't like it. Does not like it. Makes me laugh, though. It makes me laugh because as soon as he turns around and that wind hits his butthole, he is supercharged. He's like, "Ew, get me the fuck home, man." I almost saw a fight on a pickleball court today. Hilarious, by the way. I think you know the ages of the people that were out there. Dude, if I had seen some old folks, mixed doubles, if I had seen two old couples go at it, I heard one guy go, well, come do something about it, Bob. And I was like, yeah, Bob, come do something. Go do something about it. I almost sat down. I was like, let's fucking go. Let's see what Bob's got. And Bob was like, you don't want any of this. Basically, he didn't say you don't want any of this, but that's what he was saying. Or, he was basically saying, if I throw a punch, I'm going to tear a muscle. But all right. I got to run. Time for my show. Guys, Finding Me with Josh Wolf. This has been an interesting one for me. I'm sure this is not the last I will talk about it. Just remember that you are enough, man. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. Only one of you. All right, everybody, later.